Let's put these NBA playing teams into a tier list, starting with the Golden State Warriors. Cheech, out of our 3 tiers, no chance, dark horse, major threat. How scary do you find the Warriors for the top teams who are waiting for them?
Yeah, well, I think they're coming on good now. You see Wiggins shooting it better, but a little bit still inconsistent, but a little bit better. They're all back in, healthy. So I want to put them as the dark horse. I've been flip-flopping between no chance. It was looking very dire, but I think of recent they've come up good, and I think they will have a good stretch at the end, but there could be a dark horse.
Yeah. Rise.
This was a tough one, but I got him sitting a no chance.
No chance.
No chance.
Wow.
Size matters. I don't have it.
All right, but let's clarify here because let's start us off here and get some clarifications in.
Okay.
What we're saying major threat to do or no chance to do is beat so when you get out of the plane, you end up either 7th or 8th, and
Versus first or second.
Yeah, to beat first or second.
Yep.
And that's fine. I still understand. It's tough. But just in case anyone's thinking this is a major threat to win the title, that's not what we're looking for. I will now, before you go on, bring to your attention that we here have got like the Hawks, the Bulls. I feel like they're going to go straight to no chance.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Are we?
Wow.
Are we?
But in the West, Golden State against
Oh.
Denver Nuggets
Or the Thunder or the Timberwolves.
or the Thunder Timberwolves
See, I think they have a chance against the Thunder. They have a chance against the Timberwolves.
because they have no experience. I think so.
Yeah. So
But you do make a valid point.
But I don't
If
think
you
they
reckon
have
no
enough.
chance.
I think no chance.
Whoa.
No,
I think no chance.
No, I think they're just coming good now. There's a few wins in there that they've got now. I guess. If you look at their last, is it 7 out of 2 in their like?
Oh, I don't know, but I know they've been picking it up.
Yeah, they've been
They've had a
picking
good
it up.
stretch.
1-1 against Dallas, the hot Dallas everybody's talking about. They've won 1 against Miami, Orlando, who's going to be the 2nd seed. Watch out, big surprise with that one. But
Milwaukee.
yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking, Nathan?
I can't put them in no chance because I don't think they got no chance.
Stephen Curry, man.
I don't think they got no chance.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
It's
fair.
matchup.
That's all right.
Matchup
I
makes
get that.
games,
I get
and
it.
high volume shooting team stuff. Stephen Curry gets hot. A few days rest.
I think I'm a bit more. Sorry. You
And
go.
also, I think this year, I don't know if it happened last year, the tech thing, it all wipes out for the playoffs.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard a commentator say that when I was
So
watching one
Draymond Green is innocent.
Yeah.
Clean Slater.
Yeah, they have a clean
gonna knock
slate.
someone
Find a
out.
way.
Knock
He will
someone
find a way to do something.
You saw Klay Thompson?
He'll step on
say,
someone.
Klay Thompson was on Draymond Green's podcast, and he was like, what do you reckon about me getting suspended? Be honest. It was just a PR stunt. I can't believe it. New media.
The new media. All right. I'm a bit more pessimistic about, but then I was wrong last year, about everyone seems to love the veteran playing teams' chances against the young teams up top. I do lean towards like no chance in a way, but I can't say no chance in total.
Yeah. No, it was a hard
Yeah.
decision, but I'd
So let's go dark horse for
Put
the
'em on the
Golden
dark
State
horse.
Warriors.
it's because of Curry.
All right.
It's, of course.
Yeah.
Of
We're
course.
going to keep up with the West, isn't it?
Of course.
No, let's go Miami.
Let's go
okay.
Miami.
Let's go your Miami Heat. Don't be dodging.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't be dodging, Cheech.
I haven't
Hey.
had time to all day I've been thinking about what
You
do I...
you knew that we were
This has been on
talking
his
about
mind.
your Miami Heat, and you roll in here wearing a non-Miami jersey.
Russell Westbrook's back,
Yeah.
from injury.
Are you trying to duck this Heat fire? Look, go, talk to us. What do you got here?
No, you talk
Let
to
me go
me.
first.
All
Because
right,
I
let me
thought-
go first.
Okay.
all right. Let's Rise goes first.
Miami Heat is a major threat.
Oh,
They should be a major threat to anyone. As long as Jimmy enters the playoffs, I know Giannis is scared of Miami Heat. They probably don't ever want to go second, the Bucks. They probably want to drop to third.
yeah.
That's how scared they probably are.
Even the Celtics.
Anyone.
The Celtics. Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah. You don't want to see the
Jimmy
zombie
Butler
heat.
and his boys,
Yeah.
they're scary. Scary Terry.
Nathan Took.
All right. I feel like we've done this sometime in the season. Me and Rise praise the Heat, and you come in pessimistic, all this sort of thing. It's so simple. Just throw out all numbers.
Yep.
Chi-Chi, throw out all your research and all your homework that you've done and all this sort of stuff. We cannot sit here and predict the Heat. They could, to be honest, they've shown us in 2021 that they can just enter the playoffs and get swept by
Yep.
the Bucks that year. Just boom, like exactly the way it was sort of meant to happen. But it seems more often than not in this Jimmy era, they enter the play-in. They nearly get knocked out of the whole playoffs last year,
Yep.
and then they get to the NBA Finals. Yes, there's Giannis injured, blah, blah, but all at the end of the day, how can you write them off? I think I have to go major threat as well. I don't know what to say.
I'm not. I don't have to put my opinion. It's not pleasant.
It has on a
This year's team is different to last year's team. I was saying all the way up to the Atlanta game where we lost that initial plane. I was singing, yes, Miami Heat can do it. We can turn it on. This year, I'm quite worried. But Scary Terry's been up in it of recent. Up in it. I'm liking how he's playing. I'm liking the offense he's generating. I just hope that everybody's just gets healthy. Like, what's his name? Duncan Robinson's in and out. Tyler Hero in and out.
He's
one of
just
the kids
coming back,
back.
Tyler Hero, yeah.
But
Came
even
back.
then, like last year, we had injury issues, but we were playing better games. We were playing with like in those games that are tight, we're winning them.
Yeah.
This year, it's not the same, but we'll see. I'm not gonna put a comment. You guys can do the talking. I don't want to get.
If it happens again this year, for fuck's sake, if it happens again, if you guys get to the finals again, yeah, you look pretty bad this year. If you guys get to the final again, they're gonna write stories like Greek mythology about this Heat team, bro. This team needs to be studied if you do it again because look, okay, what is my gut feel? My gut feel is they're just gonna get rolled.
Yep.
Rolled against who?
I don't know.
In the first round?
I don't know. Like you may not even get through the play-ins.
Because look, ideally,
But that's always wrong.
we ideally will be the 7th seed. Ideally, we versus Orlando. Okay, we've got momentum. Now we can start talking. Then I'm starting to feel a bit.
I mean,
myself.
I reckon it's gonna sift out or whatever for the
Gonna be
play-ins.
Miami 8th.
It's gonna be Miami 8th, and no. But even for the play-in, sorry, Miami like 7th or 8th, and Philly 7th or 8th. We're gonna play each other for the play-in, the first play-in.
Yeah.
You get a second chance one, and I'm scared for that. Miami know how to.
Nah,
everyone's a bit
get
too,
under everyone's
everyone's a
skin. They
bit
just
too
know.
excited
Yep.
about Philly right now. It's a bit scary. Because
of the return.
I feel like everyone's forgetting about Philly and Miami and all this Spoelstra.
we got like I feel like we own Philly, but
Nathan's nightmares are coming back.
wasn't it just last week we played, isn't it?
yeah, and we
And
beat,
you guys,
and we
you
beat,
guys
yeah.
want better.
But
Christmas, we won.
How with the way that you guys operate and Spoelstra and Jimmy operate, how likely Rise?
Yep.
Last week, Philly with Embiid go to Miami. We make a comeback. We beat them. It's a great win. Blah 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 blah. blah.
Yeah.
And then everyone closes the doors back in the locker room, and then you got Spoelstra and Jimmy Butler laughing their head off.
They planned
They planned this loss.
Yeah.
They're like, those schemes that we ran tonight, now throw them in the bin.
We're not- they don't exist.
That's our fake
Let's
scheme.
go. Let's go.
I'm terrified. I'm
Hey.
terrified.
The play-in start is it this time next week?
Next week. This time next
Crazy.
week. Yeah.
This time next week.
God.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
season ends, and then the playing teams don't
Get
really
it.
get a rest.
So,
So yeah, next week. I'm telling you, I am scared of playing Miami in the play-in.
It's because, you know what, we doubted them so much this last 4 years. And
every
what
year-
we witnessed together last year was just... I still can't get it out of my head what I witnessed. And
That was insane.
yeah, it was insane.
let's
All right,
go.
Miami Heat, major threat as always, and we're going to do this one really quickly because
Yep.
the Chicago Bulls
No chance.
have no
They have no
chance.
chance.
Shout out to DeMar DeRozan and Kobe White and Caruso. And,
Sticking it through.
yeah, and doing all these things this season and not being as bad as Detroit, Brooklyn, Toronto, Charlotte. I feel like it's a bit of an achievement to not be that bad, but
Yeah.
Nah, well, you have
No chance.
You have DeRozan in there. I want some professionalism. Like I'm paying that guy money.
yeah. Well, he's going to be a free agent this off-season. It'll be
Ooh.
interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
really
he's,
gonna get it?
he will be, what I'll say, he'll be like our in the top 3
He wants to
targets for
come to
us,
LA.
I reckon.
Wait, how about this? You have Paul George and DeRozan.
We actually could pull that off. Isn't that funny?
Wouldn't work.
Nathan's gone from all quiet.
Yeah,
Remember at the
what
beginning
a-
of the season to start.
Yeah,
hold
he's,
on,
and he's like
boys.
AJ next year.
Hold on. That's right. Next year I'll be back. Or this year when we make the final.
or win the play-in.
This is a great segue because up next on the tier list here, we have my Philadelphia 76ers. I just want to say, we're paying $10 to make the finals.
Get
I
off
had, I
it.
had to look at that.
The finals,
$10.
As in to win the East. To make
Oh,
the
okay,
finals.
okay.
To make the finals, we're paying
It's like
$10.
$50 each.
the only reason
Last year I put like $300 on it because like I always say I'm going to go to Philly if we're going to make the finals.
Yeah.
And like if you think about it,
Yeah, that will pay it.
that's like $3,000 in the pocket for the trip.
Yeah.
But then what happened was we choked. And then you know where the $300 went? It went to the gambling agency.
Oh my! And you're so close.
I know.
No, that's terrible.
No, but then
man.
don't forget we would
I
have had
would've
to we would have had to
cried.
have played you guys. I don't think we
Oh,
would.
okay. Yeah. No, we wouldn't. No.
The
You know
showstoppers.
me.
We
Come
weren't
on.
that close.
No,
We had to play you.
Yeah.
Anyway, Philly, I won't start. You guys. Major threat, dark horse, no chance.
I'm gonna put them as major threat. The only reason I'll put them in dark horse is if just because I feel like their roster's a bit thin. What do you reckon, Ryan?
Yeah.
Major threat. Joel Embiid's back. As long as he's in there. And Tyrese Maxey's been playing absolutely crazy. Yeah, they're going to be fine.
No Doc
Major
Rivers is probably a
No
really
Doc
big
Rivers.
one.
Doc
That's probably your
Rivers.
biggest win.
I don't
But,
think. Yes.
But do you think they're thin though? Like any little niggling injury, like
I don't think that we're.
oh yeah,
It's funny because DeAnthony Melton being still out, even though he just got upgraded to questionable, is such a randomly big piece. But I don't think we're thin. I think actually when Joel is in, we seem like we've got a lot of depth. I think we're thin on star power. And that's
Yeah.
what moving into next year is about, getting like your Paul George. In terms of like a Nick Nurse, again, bringing up the Raptors and the Heat, in terms of like a Joel, Maxey, and some real solid guys, yes, that is that narrative is correct. That's what we are. Nick Nurse, good coach, all this sort of stuff. If it's going to come, like, if we play you in the play-in, right, and they're begging for a guy to not be scared of the moment, or say in the first round, they're begging for a guy to not be scared of the moment, that's when the door might get shut on us. And I'm sad. That's sad to say about Joel, but Maxey's still growing. I wouldn't expect him. I almost think the shot might go to Maxey. That's sort of where we're at. And you can hear, how does that sound? You know, it doesn't sound great. I'm hesitant about Joel. So we're thin when it comes to star power for real contention. But I think we're a solid team overall.
I really like what Kelly Oubre is doing.
I was about to say, Kelly Oubre, I love Kelly
You know,
Oubre.
has he filled the shoes in for your guy Tobias?
Well, yeah, we're sort of
Trying to wash
people
him out.
talking about that. Like, even when DeAnthony Melton comes back, do we not even start Tobias? As in, like Melton and Oubre.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I also have us as a major threat, but
Confidence.
I think. Sorry, yeah, we got the major threat, yeah, majority. But as you can hear, I got a feeling that people might be overestimating the Sixers just because there's a bit of buzz. I think I said to you guys last week, this has been a great season for the Embiid narrative.
Yep.
Because first he was playing Wilt Chamberlain numbers, even up like he had to climb a mountain for people to like him after the stolen MVP last year. Climbed that mountain, went above and beyond it. Everyone loved what he was doing. Went down for 2 months. Where's Embiid? Bring him back. Now he's come back. Nick Nurse playing all the young players, all this sort of stuff. But I think people might have forgotten that we're chokers.
and also, I think Embiid's back way too quick. Like,
I don't know.
I don't think. No. Who's
Nah,
come back from
hold
an
on.
ACL like that?
No, hold on. No, but it wasn't an ACL. It wasn't. Sorry, well, it wasn't like a total tear, bro.
Uh-huh.
No.
Nah,
Yeah, you can't come back. You can't.
I'm sorry,
That's right. It was
was it a
meniscus. Meniscus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like all the
Doesn't matter,
podcasts
be
I was
done.
listening to, they were all skeptical
I know,
about
but have you
this.
seen him? Have you
Yeah,
seen him now?
and he hasn't been strong in the paint. He's playing like a guard.
No, but he
So
also
he's just, like, a bit cautious
just
himself.
He just looks a little bit unfit, which is natural. He doesn't
Yeah, but-
look hindered by he looks the same as before, but unfit, which he's going to find.
I don't know. I think he's just worried about, those weird knee contusions when you go into the paint and all that.
Yeah.
I think he's quite worried.
I don't know, but at the end of the day, so he got the meniscus repaired. You can get the meniscus removed. I believe are the two differences.
Yeah.
The meniscus removed is like what he would have been out for the season. So he got the meniscus repaired. I believe is what happened. And I understand. I'm sort of in your camp as well. Like maybe they shouldn't have brought him back. Only if this wasn't the right surgery to have. Long term, they say that the other one is better to have.
No.
As in the removal.
No. The repair is better. Wade got it removed.
Or maybe he got the removal then. Maybe he got the chunk of the shit part removed.
Did he?
Something like that. He got the short, whatever it is. He got the shorter one, which they say the other one is better long term.
Yeah, the repair is better.
But there's also I heard word that basically he may have only needed. They may have gone to the specialists on these things, and they say all you need is the shorter one.
Wow.
Not that he just chose the shorter one. All he needed was that 8 weeks one. Anyway,
Time will tell.
so I understand what you're saying, and I don't want him to have, maybe this could have been a year that we just sort of, put it away. But if all he needed was that 8-week one, then why not? And now, if he gets to full fitness, then we may see, as we're saying, like a full healthy Embiid for the playoffs.
That's crazy.
For once.
Anyway, have you got it there or something?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say. I was wondering.
Day to day in bed.
Anyway,
We'll find
day
out.
to day Embiid. Let's move on. Sixers, that's them. Now, onto your Los Angeles Lakers rise.
Put him winning the league.
Winning the league?
Yep.
We don't have that. All right. Cheech.
Major threat.
Yeah.
No, like.
All right, go on. Keep going.
Major threat. Say it.
I want you to elaborate.
Well, you saw what these guys performed last year. Tall, athletic. They haven't really changed their DNA much. Anthony Davis is probably better, apart from his recent injuries.
He's playing crazy. And he's healthy.
LeBron, coasting, and he's done it successfully. I think it's probably his healthiest thing.
His stats have gotten better
Isn't
since
it?
All Star.
For a while. And then obviously,
didn't say
what's
that.
his boy D'Lo's been showing up.
Don't tell me.
So excited.
Sorry.
It's tearing up, sorry. And then obviously we have Reeves and Co. It's been a good run. I think they're 7-3 at the moment in terms of their win-loss in the last 10.
11-9.
Oh, okay.
11 and
Even
9.
went better.
11 and 9 is not that great.
Oh, no.
No.
Sorry.
11 and 1?
11 and 2.
11 and 2.
11-2.
All right, Rise, go. Give us whatever you want to give us.
Yeah.
It's LeBron James. Doesn't matter what team he's on. He's always a major threat.
Can you come down to earth here for a second,
Okay.
for 1 second?
All right.
Give me the ranking of those top 3 teams that you want in order, that you want.
That I want to verse
Yeah, in the first round.
in the first round.
Yeah, like the ones, it's obviously the ones you're not scared of. So we're just taking a little brief moment away from
OKC.
You want them?
Yep.
And then Timberwolves, surely.
And then Timberwolves and then
then
Nuggets.
Denver.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you sure about Timberwolves?
I really want the Clippers, but I just want to see that series.
Oh, they're not getting
Well, they got to get through Dallas.
they're getting lower. They're not getting
I know,
higher.
I know.
Yeah, well, that might happen, that series.
I think you guys would rather have Suns than Timberwolves. I just feel like
them?
yeah.
Yeah, no, but that I'm saying for the top of the top.
Like the top 3.
As in, like, when they get out of the play-in, getting
Oh,
up,
okay.
playing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
top
yeah,
teams.
yeah.
They might meet the Suns in the play-in. That's how
Yeah.
much the Suns are sinking.
Yeah.
Zion with the 5 blocks in Phoenix yesterday.
Unreal.
Defensive Zion's
party.
a real thing. All right. I agree. Lakers,
Yeah.
major threat.
Major threat.
But as I said, I am pessimistic on all these lower seeds. Yeah.
No,
beating the higher
they
seeds.
shouldn't be pessimistic. The only thing is nobody's beating the Nuggets and nobody's beating Celtics.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
Lakers
see.
beat the Celtics without LeBron and AD this season. We beat them.
Yeah, the Celtics.
Yeah, but you're in the wrong conference. That's the thing.
I'd love for... I don't know. I don't know. I'm excited. I'd love for the Heat to beat the Celtics. Let's do another quick one. The Atlanta Hawks. Rise.
Atlanta Hawks. Is Trey coming back?
I don't know.
I don't know
He is.
either.
He is.
He is?
Yeah.
Probably for 5
All right,
minutes.
look,
Cup of coffee, and then he's done.
with the East, who they got? You got Celtics, the Bucks, Orlando.
No chance. They got no chance. They're not even going to make it out of the plane. What are we talking here? They're no threat to anyone up the
East.
top. They're not going to
They
make it
could
out of
in
the plane.
East.
I don't think that anyone
No,
other
really.
than...
Like, what if Miami beat you, then you've got to play Atlanta, and then...
And Trey Young starts cooking.
I know
I know
that
you
we
don't
can
have
crumble
Ben
in any
Simmons.
way, but I
That'll be the most embarrassing way.
I know.
Everybody hyping up the 76.
to lose to
Like,
Atlanta.
I know. People aren't talking about low key that we could go out like that.
my god!
But I'm telling you, you can't
can't
call that. You can't call that anyone but Miami or Philly is getting out
You
of
know,
that
Trey
plane.
Young's got 4 games to warm up to, as well. It's just a finger. It'll be all right.
What do you got? They're not a dark horse to threaten the top seeds. They're not. That's what I'm saying. They're not even going to get out of the plane.
Nah, they're not. They're nothing. They're
Deontay
no
Murray
chance.
game winner. Put him in no chance.
No chance.
No chance.
No chance. Let's not waste any more time. This team, the Indiana Pacers, is currently sitting. Yeah, they're sitting 6th, just above Miami and Philly outside the plane. I reckon they'll end up holding that. We'll have to see. Cheech, are they a major threat to those top seeds?
I'm not too sure what's going on with Hallie. I know he's dropping off dimes, like 9, 10 times, but I wanted to see him that 32-point game. I think Matherin, he's out.
Is he?
Yeah, he's out, and I don't know for how long. So he was contributing like 15 points a game kind of thing. So I thought that those, like, if any, they're trending down at this rate. So I kind of, but at the same time, they've got enough talent with Halliburton, and maybe he'll start cooking.
Siakam.
Yeah, they have Siakam. He's been, for me, he's been the better player, but,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. People hate on me.
Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Spread the floor.
Yeah, but I just have that feeling of trending down. And then when I look at who they will play, the Knicks, yeah.
It all comes down to what you said at the start. Halliburton hasn't been that, what was he, in-season tournament second best player. Who won it? Was LeBron who won the in-season tournament MVP?
The Lakers on it.
Fucking Lakers. How do we let the Lakers win the inaugural one?
Yeah, because it's LeBron's
history.
way of getting the Vegas team or whatever.
We're going back
Blah,
to
blah,
back.
blah.
We won in.
How
was it
did we
September?
let the Lakers win
November?
the first one?
Hey,
We won in November. We're going to win in June.
next week we have to do a recap of this season,
And we're
Ben.
the
Alright.
first team that.
The Halliburton hasn't been the same since he's had his injury niggles and all that sort of stuff. And that's what I feel like where it starts and ends. I feel like I could almost, it feels disrespectful. I feel like I could put them in no chance to threaten the top seeds.
Wow.
It looks
No,
wrong.
No.
It looks wrong.
But
In a
No,
seven,
no, no,
I know what you
because-
mean. In a 7-game series.
No, but at the same time, they're the Bucks killers.
Yeah. You're right.
no, they'd beat the Bucks.
Originally, I do have them on the dark horse just because
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Dark
put 'em-
horse,
let's put 'em
go
down.
dark
They-
horse.
they're 6 for a
But-
reason.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hopefully Halliburton, whatever's going on, hopefully he can find that form again.
It just
When
says
it matters
hit those
most.
throws.
Yep. All right. Now the Phoenix Suns. Oh. This team, man. This team.
Tell us what you think, Nathan.
This is classic. Like now, this is where your brain
Yeah.
clicks onto
yep,
the West file and opens up like 50 million gigabytes of complicated shit. Because,
Yep.
like, I have been a big believer in their big three, but for them to have had, the big three operating for a while
Mm-hmm.
and them to be this low, And they've actually got I was saying to Cheech, I heard somewhere they've got the hardest stretch of
Yes.
games left ever.
2 times with Clippers. So even then, they even have to are we going to show our cards? Sort of like with the 76ers Miami that we we're talking about. Are we going to show our cards of what we're going to do in the playoffs against all these hard teams just to avoid the playoffs, to be in the play-in? Oh my god, it's
gonna be ISO
it's
ball.
terrible.
Yeah, I think that
And Beal isn't what everybody kind of expected. Is it a big three? People are even saying it's not a big three with the whole
yeah.
Beal situation.
yeah, it's sad. I think for me it just feels like dark horse. I can't put them as low as no chance because I don't think they've got no chance.
No way, they got too much.
I'm still
firepower for that.
expecting. I don't know about Beal, but I'm still expecting KD and Booker to
Show up.
carry
Yeah.
when it matters most. So that'll be interesting. They've got no defense.
They
got no
they can't
defense.
defend.
They can't.
Nurkic can't move.
Yeah.
They should have traded for what's his name in Dallas? Lively.
I was talking, Gafford.
Gafford from Wizards.
Yeah,
Daniel
I can't believe
Gafford.
what a pickup. For me, I did not see.
They need an agile.
Did not see
They
that.
need someone that's a rim protector. Instead, you got KD trying to get every board and try to play all that heavy
Go
defense.
dark.
Dark horse.
Not happening.
Dark horse.
Can't-
Firepower.
Totally write them off. Now, the Pelicans, who will probably push the Suns down into the play-in as per beating them in Phoenix, are they a threat to the top seeds?
You see Zion putting in defense the last couple of games. Like he's been contributing for things that don't matter in the stats. You know what I mean? Those hustle players that you
Playing
don't really
harder.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe with this series kind of playoff, it allows him to rest and focus a bit more rather than playing, randomly throughout the season. I low-key want to put them as a major threat because I feel like they're deep. They've got a little bit of experience. I know we talked about them at the beginning of the year where you're saying it's not this season, it's next season.
And I still feel like that.
Yeah, because everything's coming together a bit late. What's his name's coming back from injury as well?
Yeah,
Brandon
that's
Ingram.
the other
Brandon
thing as
Ingram.
well.
So it's just a bit unfortunate timing.
I don't feel like they're as
but
we're positive. We're feeling good about them,
feeling good.
but it doesn't feel like they're
They've hit their
clicking.
peak,
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
think.
feel like they're clicking on all cylinders for them to be a real major threat to these top teams that are clicking on all cylinders. I know there's the cat injury and stuff like that up top, but really, like you're gonna meet the Thunder, the Nuggets, or the Timberwolves. They're like thriving right now. The Pelicans are just sort of, as we said, they're making strides. I don't know if I'd call them thriving.
Well, I don't understand what's going on with the Thunder SGA situation not playing.
Yeah, I'm curious how many of these injuries around the league right now are rest up before playoffs, or because he had a quad. He's got a quad or something like that.
Yeah.
he's got a
It's like
quad.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah,
He's fine.
It's scary.
They're just that close to the playoffs. They're probably like, you know what? We've clinched a spot. Let's just ride it.
Are we sure Kawhi is fine?
Huh?
You know him, bro. You know him, bro. Who
Ty
knows?
Lue said no comment on the question on
He could be
if-
done.
If this was a playoff
You know
game,
them.
if this is a playoff game, is Kawhi playing? Ty Lue would not answer the question.
All right. Well, dark horse Pelicans.
Happy putting Dark Horse, but hey, let us know if they should be a major threat.
I got him under major threat.
Oh, if you guys want double,
I
Double majority.
I do have him under. If Brandon Ingram comes back, you've got Trey Murphy, Herbert Jones,
Yeah.
probably defensive player of the year or top contender, Herbert Jones. CJ McCallum still can play. I think people keep forgetting that he's a bucket, but he can score 20 points if he wants. And I can't remember if it was last season or season before. They had a good playoff run with Jose. And, I think that just excited them. And I think they want to get in there. They could be a major threat. If Zion keeps being unstoppable, then he could. They could.
you want to go major threat?
You want to go major threat?
I don't, but it's up to you.
We'll go Dark Horse.
I get no, I see it. I see it.
Yeah. Now the Sacramento Kings, who have Herder out for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
Malik Monk's pretty much done for the season. And just always come with a bit of an asterisk of exciting but not genuine. And that leads me to ask you guys, where do they fit into here?
I'm gonna say Dark Horse. if it's just playing against the Lakers, I'm going to say they'd win.
Mm.
But it's not just the Lakers they're versing.
He just bogey team talking, aren't you?
Yeah. We can't beat the Kings for some reason. But
But you don't. But I think Malik Monk is that reason.
yeah.
and
With
he's
no
out.
Malik Monk off the bench, he's a big scoring piece. He's a
No
20 plus
Herter.
if they need. No Herter as well for that shooting throw. So they're relying on Keegan Murray, Trey Lyles, and Barnes.
Keegan Murray day to day.
Yeah, he's off, he's
Day-to-day
on,
now.
his.
Is he day to day now? Oh,
But yeah, dark horse.
Cheech.
I have them as no chance because if they're a 500 team. I've just, just how they've ended the season is just the momentum's down,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, okay, who are you really going to beat?
Yep.
AKC, if SGA is well, I think he's well, as we're kind of alluding to. Nah, they've got too much firepower there. Timberwolves, even without bloody Cat, they're still going strong with that, veteran presence of what's his face.
Nas Reed.
Oh, they got a few veterans.
man.
But
Rudy, Mike Conley.
thank you. And then you look at who else is scattered down the board. Nuggets, nah. I just put them as and also I wasn't even impressed by how they bolstered up the roster this year to counter kind of their weak link with the whole Golden State Warriors, as their bogey team.
What did they even do?
They did
add
nothing.
anything? Nothing really.
And they did
that I can think
nothing.
of.
They did nothing. So, like, maybe if there was, like, that surprise element, but nah, man, they're the same team as last year. So, I'm just going to go no chance because I have zero expectation. Hey, if they make it out of the play-ins, yeah, but they're not winning the first round. They're there for participation award.
Yeah, I actually, and I'm going to play it's the West card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them getting out of the play-in. It's tough, and everything's still shuffling with a week to go. The lovely NBA.
Yes.
I don't think they're going to get out of the plane. Even playing you guys,
Yep.
I know bogey team, you might be scared. I just don't. I think it's going to be too hard to get out of that for this team.
Too hard.
Every team is just fighting I'm not saying they can't, but it sort of stops there. And as you said, it's not even a question. They're nowhere near a threat to those top teams.
Yeah.
I can say this for a few teams, but you'd need to catch those top three teams on a bad day. If you're the Kings or, for me, even maybe the Pelicans to beat them.
Fox needs to go. If something happens, like Fox is doing like some crazy magic. Sabonis is like, some crazy ass play that we haven't seen. And I think they're both phenomenal players. They have to be out of this world. And also, they're going to verse Golden State Warriors in the plan, no?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, and Golden State Warriors are mincemeat for them, man. Like, as in, Golden State Warriors eat them up every time.
Yeah.
Every time. And they're even weak.
And they're probably, I feel like, it's like Warriors Kings in the 9-10.
Yeah,
it's
no,
pretty much
It's
locked
Lakers.
And Lakers, that's sorry, my
It's
bad.
Laker Warriors.
Yes.
Warriors are 10th, Lakers are 9th.
Yes.
in. I
And
thought
it
Lakers
goes-
moved up, or maybe because he
Nah.
lost.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Lakers
lost.
moved
Then
up.
it goes Kings.
Oh, it's a mess.
Suns.
But anyway, in all that equation, I don't see them getting out of that even. So it's, no chance. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
All right, let us know in the comments below where you would put these teams and what do you think's happening in the next week of the play-in tournaments. Very exciting, boys.
Kane.
Let's get on to the next thing. Let's rank the top 5 small forwards in the NBA. Starting with number 5. Who have we got, boys? Who have we got all the way down at number 5?
Paul George.
Paul George, PG-13. Cheech, what do you reckon?
I've got Paul George down in number 5.
Yeah, now obviously Paul George, some of these guys in the positionless basketball these days, is Paul George a 3? Is he a 4? Is he a 2? We've got him here now this week for the small forwards, and that's unanimous because I have Paul George at number 5 as well.
Very nice.
Now I think it starts to get interesting. Let me try and hold on. Let me get my honorable mentions.
Okay, yeah.
Honorable
let us know.
mentions. Okay.
DeRozan. I've got I'm just going to say the
DeRozan.
bunch here.
Okay,
DeRozan, Ingram,
Yep.
Franz Wagner,
Yep.
Jalen Williams,
Yep.
Scotty Barnes, Mikal Bridges, and Michael Porter Jr.
I'm happy with the Round of applause.
Like, I think there's a big drop off after Paul George to those guys,
Mm-hmm.
but that group would have been hard if I had to
Yep.
maybe
Maybe
DeRozan.
top 10
It
or
might
It's
have
a
been-
top 10. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. All right, now after Paul George, who have we got at number 4?
Breathe in.
I've
breathe out.
got
I want to
Go.
do just this season, and my criteria will move. It's very fluid. My criteria, just right now, how I'm feeling, I'm going to put Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Just because of how I'm feeling right now, I'm very low on the Heat, very low. But you guys
Understand.
take.
Well, that's regular season heat. Rice, what are you feeling?
I got Jason Tatum. I'm sorry. I got playoff Jimmy Butler is different.
The disrespect to the Celtics on this show
Yeah.
continues. I've got Jason Tatum as well
Yeah.
because
There we
Butler
Right now,
beats him
in the
every
NBA
time.
that's
Butler beats
playing,
him every
we
time.
we say
small
it.
forward.
We say it every week. Talk to us after the playoffs. As of the playoffs is the most important.
yeah.
The last most important time, which was last playoffs, Jimmy Butler went nuclear. I have to give him that respect until
Yeah.
he shows me in the next couple of weeks that he's lost it,
Look,
which I'm scared he hasn't.
I'm. It's weird because Celtics have such a good team that they should win everything.
Yeah, they're like
should,
historically
like-
good right now.
Yeah, they should win everything. So that's why I'm like, and Jason Tatum, this is his prime. Isn't he 26, 27
Yeah,
now?
about that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's 20. Like, this is like, and he's already got wealth of knowledge. I don't know how this kid was able to get into so many finals at a baby age. So really, he should be arguably like number one because of all that experience and his peak of power. You know, this is his prime of prime. But unfortunately, you got to show it on the resume first.
yeah,
And
that's
Butler
it.
keeps beating it.
That's it. So that's it. So Jimmy does not fall down to 4th.
Okay.
Now here's where it gets interesting even further. Do you want to tell us who you got at number 3?
I got Jimmy Butler.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Jimmy now.
Don't tell me you don't have Jimmy third.
I don't have Jimmy 3rd.
Oh
What?
my god.
Playoff Jimmy, bro.
No,
Someone
but it's
fire him.
hard.
Playoff Jimmy.
No,
No,
alright,
it's
this-
hard. No,
There's playoff Jimmy, then you got
playoff
two
Kawhi.
legit juggernauts that we're looking at.
You got
I
two. You
know.
got.
He's
you
a
got.
juggernaut. He's a playoff juggernaut.
Uh-huh.
But this is like just on the court
Come
in
on.
the NBA that's currently
Come on,
standing
man.
in the NBA as an active player. The other two are just they're godly.
Yeah, come on, Kawhi in the. You know, if you want to talk pick of powers,
How did Kawhi go in the playoffs last year?
No, he was
If he didn't get
phenomenal.
injured,
He was
the Suns,
phenomenal,
they would have
man.
beaten the
They
Suns
would've
without
beaten it.
without Paul
told you.
George.
I told you that it starts to become one of your traits. I can't. After this playoffs, if Kawhi has gone
Yeah,
healthy the full playoffs and dominated whatever, I'll put him
No,
back
but
where he belongs.
But you don't think this season has shown that he's actually healthy now?
But when we have
AD over Embiid then.
Jimmy, technically, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
I just wanted to hear that.
No,
I'm going to clip that.
No,
Someone
maybe,
clip that for me.
maybe. No, actually, no.
Day-to-day Embiid,
No, because
part of his resume.
even with his choking, Embiid's level choking is still better than AD's level.
AD's played 96 out of 100 games.
Yeah, I know. But the playoffs tell all.
Really?
Anyway, bro,
He's like Mikal Bridges right now.
what
of
I'm
the
looking
NBA.
at here with Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard is one guy who's always injured
Yep.
and another guy who turns into arguably the fucking best playoff player ever in Jimmy Butler. And I can't ignore it. I know in 2 weeks' time when the Heat are knocked out in the play-in, I might look like an idiot, but until then,
that too.
until then. But anyway, majority
Majority.
means Jimmy Butler
Emo
goes
Jimmy.
third, and then
We haven't even talked about the one in yellow, so we're happy with the one in blue first.
I would have gone Kawhi then Jimmy, so Kawhi is second. Yeah, LeBron's first for me.
Of course.
So Kawhi's second for us all, and LeBron James for us all.
What a
first.
guy.
And you know that I don't
What a
feel like
guy.
that's the consensus right now. I feel like a lot of people might have Kawhi first, but
questionable, but LeBron, like,
No.
after time after time, after game after game,
Yeah.
I swear he's played more games than all them four other people
And-
this
Oh,
season.
maybe, yeah.
Isn't it like his statistically best season for threes as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you know, the fuck you threes. Full of
Since
fame
All
this
Star
time,
game,
man.
he's averaging 9+ assists a game. This guy keeps getting better.
It's crazy.
He's just shut the door. Shut the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Shut the
I
gates.
feel like Kawhi is more intense. Like when he's in the groove, Kawhi is more intense to deal with.
I think right now Kawhi, yes, playoff Kawhi and all that. I actually think he's better than LeBron. But
Clip.
But the
Clip,
no, but the mind and everything that you get with LeBron, just everything else.
but
why.
even that, but Kawhi for me has got the little badge here. I'm always injured,
I'm injured.
and so
I'm like Embiid.
yeah. Jimmy Butler will be out of this top 5 in about 2 weeks when the Heat get bounced
By
in
the
play-in.
Atlantic Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, it's
Hey,
funny
it could
how
happen,
it's funny how
man.
likely it is. Yeah, it's crazy.
Because Trey Young comes back. You know, he's just a streaky kind of guy.
He could do
The
it.
Hawks like a big win.
He could do it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our top 5 small forwards in the NBA. Let us know yours in the comments below. Boys, that's all we have time for this week.
Good.
Yes, sir. Back next week.
That's it. Planes start. Probably by the time we next talk to you, the planes would have happened. One of them would have happened, or just about
One
to
of
happen.
them would have
Yep.
happened, or it would have been a break because the thing finishes on Monday.
No, I think I saw that the first plane is happening on the 16th, and I think that means we might have recorded after one has just happened. Maybe, or might be a day after.
I think it might be the day after.
American time. Anyway, let us know, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yes, sir.